Another matchup for the WCS, the Women's Choice Challenger Series here this evening. How about a fourth place matchup? William Stewart, Nick Teixeira, no Sean Green. We're keeping his ugly mug out of it tonight. I hope you guys are ready. Nick, looking good, brother. How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing so good. I'm excited to be here with you, my good friend. And of course, thank God Sean Green's not here, right? That's what we've been saying this whole time. Now, miss Sean Green, of course, but we're excited because we got a great matchup in front of us here. The Battle of Texas will go once again. Before we seen it with Gates and Ram as the CSC participants. Now we're seeing it with the ladies in the WCS. Should be a lot of fun indeed. Of course, I get to annoy Will all night. Life's good, guys. Can't really complain.
Well, you're looking 25 going on 65 with the hair. The gray is fooling me, my man. The gray's fooling me.
At least
Let
I
me tell you,
have hair, Sean Green, wherever you are.
At least you got the thick ones instead of the little scrubblies like him. But we'll leave it be. We'll leave it be. Tonight, folks, yes, as you said, Battle of Texas. Cheyenne Richards taking on Laine Lyzak this evening in what should be an exciting duel. I'm going to tell you right off the rip, this one could really go either way. I'm torn on who I'm going to choose. I really am, Nick. As like I said, I mean, this could go 9-7 or end up in an 8-8 battle that goes the distance here, and we see the ladies duel for the last league decider.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment entirely. If the only guaranteed pick tonight is the fact that we, the fans, are going to be happy with this. Right now, you're looking at these girls; they're averaging neck and neck. You're looking at these guys, and they've had some great battles on the dartboard before. Really, it's too close to call. If I had to give an edge, of course, I'm going to give it to the seasoned veteran Cheyenne Richards as far as just her experience with this tournament. But Laine did not show us everything she had in the tank last time she was on stream, so anything could happen.
Yeah, certainly so. Well, let's get to it. The tail of the tape, per se. How about we start off with Miss Cheyenne Richards, the Blonde Swan. Her vendor is at Star City Amusements, location to Stadium, and playing for 13 years. She was a youth competitor back in the day. Pretty good one at that. Average 3.60 with a 60% win rate. She's throwing the Target Phil Taylor Power Series 16 gram, and her partner, of course, is Ram Guevara Jr., who's been her partner throughout this CSC or the CSC, the WCS here, per se. Now, what do you say on that front, Nick?
Well, I'll say, man, these guys were eager to start because they started without us apparently tonight. We just realized that we are in game 1, and we actually missed the 9 mark there because someone's averaging a 9-0. So sorry about that, guys. These girls were excited to play tonight.
Was it Laine that started off with a 9?
Yeah, it would in fact be Laine. So she started off tonight with perfection, it seems. Man, we are not wasting any time tonight.
Jump on over there, Nick, for us if you can.
Sorry, guys. First time producer.
It's going to be a little bit tougher for you. Commentary duties and the switching job tonight as we're bringing you live action from both of our locations. That being, is it Ice House right there for Laine?
That's correct. Yeah, so that's going to be Lone Star Ice House. To go over her stats, she's only averaging 0.05 lower than Cheyenne Richards at a 3.55 there, 54% win rate. And of course, her nickname, as bestowed upon by Sean Green, is the Blue Bonnet. The better Lyzak didn't stick, unfortunately. So yeah, out of Lone Star Ice House, both these teams representing Star City Amusements as well.
Yeah, and everybody's representing Star City here. I mean, you got Ram and Gates. They're two teammates on the back burner. They've been throwing it down for a long time, even throwing together for numerous efforts to try to win some titles, and they have won numerous titles. But it'll be interesting to see them all duel tonight and see who gets the best and moves into that third place match versus Olivia Terry. Chrissy Grimwell, as you saw last week, is your current queen seat holder. Laine almost hit that another 9 mark there. I got to give it to you, man. I'm going to take Laine and Leonard here. 9. I'll give it to you. I think we're going to go last leg. I'll give 9-8.
I mean, I certainly would hope for a last leg decider here, right? It's always the most exciting thing that can happen, especially ever since the rule change. I'm going to go 9-8 the opposite here. I will give a slight edge to the seasoned Cheyenne.
Well, there you go. Leonard stomps on the gas, 316 to 234. Feeling like Stone Cold Steve Austin with that 316 reference there. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Throw me another beer. One more beer. How about another beer?
Is that
Sorry, I
Stone
couldn't
Cold or is
resist.
that more like energetic Joe Biden? I'm not sure what that was supposed to be there.
How about a 6.30 from Laine Lyzak to start us off?
Yeah, that's exactly the way that she wants to set that statement, right? And that's what she was looking for tonight. She wanted to come out here. She wanted to start off strong, and she wanted to show, hey, that performance I gave last time on the stream, that was a one-time deal, and it's not going to happen twice. And if she continues to do that, my prediction is going to age like milk.
Oh, a strugglesome start from Cheyenne. Let's see if Laine continues to stomp on the gas here. And
No,
she certainly will.
I mean, you look at this, right? This is a fourth place matchup. One of these teams will go home. That is just insane when you're looking at last year's finalist versus a team that has one of the best senior Dart Tours players and one of North America's best on the male side and a very equivocal female as well. I mean, this is a pretty interesting position for both these teams to be in just because you kind of expect them to almost always stay on the winner's side when you look at these pairings.
Yeah, certainly. So this will be an interesting dynamic. And to go over some other numbers, how about this? Ram and Leonard are fairly close. Ram's got a 5.38 average, 15.9 marks, and 47 marks. Leonard Gates has a 5.26 NPR, 17.9 marks, 49.7 marks, and then 4 white horses to boot. He's the only one with white horses here in this matchup. And he's got 4 of them. I guarantee you, most of those have come off the second start for him. So going right after Laine, I guarantee you, he's probably put that in.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe a couple of those were from his streamed match as well with her, where they were starting to run behind, so they started playing that hyper aggressive strategy.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was the case. As Ram throws one in there, Cheyenne gives him a little bow. See, there's a good camaraderie there between Ram and Cheyenne.
Yeah, bang on what I was seeing there too is a great answer there from LG. Does get our third Boom Goes to Dynamite this evening. Yeah, you look at Ram and Cheyenne, they seem to have really kind of dialed in and perfected their chemistry that we saw from last season. And Laine and Leonard, I think that they're on a good start. Leonard Gates was at this bar 3 hours before this match started. He was the first out of any of these players to get to the bar throwing.
He could have had a couple matches to play, league matches or whatnot, and who knows, what could have been the case there. But Leonard's one that's been frequently known to practice for hours on end in a day. That's pretty much his job. He is a delivery driver in his off time, but darts is mainly his go-to.
So, like, he delivers packages during the day and Dynamite on the stream?
I guess so. Somebody said something now they're dancing, they're having a good time. I love it. Got a little relaxation going on.
Yeah, it's about getting comfortable early, right? I mean, these ladies, you guys will hear in their interviews later, basically, and I won't spoil who said what, but one side was saying, I need to be more calculated, less aggressive. The other one said, I need to get an early jump here. And I'll let you guys decide who said what, and then you can figure out the answer in the interviews. But very opposite philosophies for what should be a good battle of strategy here.
I'll be honest. This is kind of I think it's a matchup that'll probably go neck and neck for a good couple years here between Cheyenne and Laine for the Battle of Texas per se. I think Laine's kind of just getting. I think she's just kind of getting in the mix here on this PPD side of things.
Yeah, I would say that's correct. I believe it's her first full year in it.
Yeah, more steel tip side for her, and Cheyenne does dabble in both. I think mainly soft tip for Cheyenne nowadays.
Yeah, and what's going to be interesting, right, is the third place matchup. That whatever team wins this, I mean, to then know you have to play Olivia Terry and whoever partner she brings in. She's had 3 this season, but presumably Brandon Kessler. It's going to be pretty intense knowing that that's going to be your reward for winning this match, is playing another equally hard match. I think probably statistically almost equally to the down to the minute point of the average.
I forgot I am playing the role of Sean Green tonight, so I will remind you, this is a race to 9-leg battle, folks. The WCS is brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. DartsTOC.com has you covered with all the information you need to get involved in the system. Once again, DartsTOC.com. Click to get involved today. Reminder, we do have a raffle going on, as always, brought to you by A to ZDarts.com. Today's raffle winner will receive their choice of Luke Littler K-Flex flights. That's right. Choose any length and shape available of the Luke Littler K-Flex flights. That's new product brought to you by Target Darts and A to ZDarts.com. And we appreciate you liking and commenting to get involved in that raffle. That's all you got to do.
Nice and easy. Do it now.
Do it. As Laine does it. No. I was really calling for it. I was hoping for it. Just kind of gave a little bit of a door opener to Ram here. 4 bulls needed to steal the leg. Doubles. Uh-oh. Another double.
Oh! What a find there on that last dart. Expert recovery after a very slack first. Oh my goodness. Well, that was dirty.
Yeah, what a recovery there. And it was looking promising to be Laine and Leonard's leg there for the 2-0 advantage, but Ram was able to sneak it out after a crucial miss from Laine early in this matchup.
Yeah, and what was interesting there was Ram's shot selection going into that final shot, closing the 16-15s 1 point down. Leonard Gates missing the game winner and surviving darts from Laine on the game winner as well to get back to that point. Very well done on the strategy there.
Good 7 mark from Cheyenne. Ooh, that was a little bit crusty. Cheyenne. Woo.
Yeah. Did you get nervous halfway through that, or what happened?
Yes, so. I got something caught in my throat there.
Well, you guys heard it here first. Will is scared of empowered women.
Get out of here. Don't say that.
You're scared of Hannah?
Well, true. That's my wife, though. I should be scared of her.
That's true. Ram fighting an 8 mark there. Beautiful momentum catcher, right? I mean, they're really kind of just taking that first leg in stride and coming out strong so far in this. Laine's going to have to find a new number for her team here.
Does capitalize on those 18s. But it's not enough. As Cheyenne will look to close the door early here.
I think her instinct there was to go back down to points. I think she realized the point advantage of which they're at. Yeah,
exactly. You just stay. You got to stay there. I'm surprised she didn't go with the first dart, honestly. But hey, it's okay to hammer down a little bit more on those points. Reassure that you're going to come back with a point lead.
Yeah, and with Gates falling behind you, there's nothing wrong with staying for that extra trip. It kept them 4 points ahead, and now Ram will get the approach with the point lead.
Well, that's the thing. That one big triple kept him ahead, and you see it's a 4-point advantage, even though Leonard hit a big 7.
And we also know the math on this. Ram on 19s and 17s, you don't want to leave him there. That is his coziest corner of the entire board, is those two. Oh, goes low on the last there.
We'll say the form for both ladies is top notch. So I'm sure you can see there in the player screens.
And It's notable to talk about Cheyenne's game and where it's gone in the last year, right? I mean, about a year ago, leading up to the first season of the WCS, she was getting dang near a 4+ average, if not right at that 4.0 line, and then like had a period of regression where she was struggling to put up those performances. She was feeling nervy on the board, and she's now climbing back to where she was with a 3.6 average right now. You know that she always has a little bit more under the hood there.
Sean tuning in from Scotland as always. We appreciate it, Sean. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
The better Sean. I'm really not mad at
Dang
Sean
right.
Green. I don't know why I'm like laying it in on him tonight, but
Nah, it's what we do here. It's what we do here. We appreciate everybody else joining us here for our WCS, the Women's Choice Challenger Series. Once again, William Stewart, Nick DeShera here tonight, bringing you this coverage of our 4th place matchup.
bam. See, 14-point difference is the separation here with Ram right now. Not only is he at a 6.33, but to have the support of Cheyenne at a 4.75, playing a combined 11. I mean, that's pretty intense starts that they're throwing right now.
Looking at the 16s here, trying to gather a point lead. Another triple would be nice. Cannot grab it. Ahead by a little, but a little's not enough.
That first start for Cheyenne, just finding that 19 with ease. But
and she only needs the 2 fat. Oh, I thought she only needed the 2 fats, I was about to say, but doesn't gather the close there.
This is
Still
a big shot.
Open. It kind of is, but it kind of isn't too, because Leonard's not going to be the one to take hold of those 19s and 17s when he's stuck on the same number as Ram. Essentially.
I agree with that, and there's no way he was going to take both numbers. But if he tripped the first 2, he could have easily grabbed one of the other numbers, or what Gates probably prefers to do is grab that 15.
Exactly. He could have opened the 15, and that's what his eyes would have been set on, rather than taking a shot at either one of those numbers, leaving one open for Ram to shoot at. But now Laine, and look, she's going right after those 15s. I love it. Look at this. Fill it up, girl. Fill it up, girl.
Fired up. She has 2 on the night, by the way. She makes it 50% of the 9 marks on the board.
That's what I love to see. She came in ready to play tonight. She wants a rematch. And just to give you a little reminder here, Stacy Tulloch, Chrissy Grimmel, Jamie Nowak, Caitlin Myers is the tail of the tape for Cheyenne Richards, losing out to Chrissy. And the same for Laine. Hers is Hunter Smith, Jamie Nowak, Chrissy Grimmel, Kelly Sipe, and she lost to Chrissy as well. So both are looking for a returning match to play Chrissy in the final, but only one can get there, and one will bow out after this matchup. Who's it going to be?
Well, back-to-back 9s for Laine's team right now leaves an opportunity here. Needs this 5 mark. 2 19s will be the start of the shot.
And I think that will be her route instead of going for the Bulls. But, yep, just to make sure, we'll see. But, oh, that's a big miss. And now she just goes ahead and closes the door. And I don't think that's going to do here. Cheyenne kind of shakes off a little bit of nerves. Yes, hammers it in.
Yeah, and that's a great response from Cheyenne. It's easy to see an easy 3 mark, right? And say, okay, if I get a 3 mark, we get advantage going into the bull, and almost undershoot it, right? And Sedge first start right in that triple and no hesitation on the stay. That's a great, just nice informed shot there from Richards.
You can see that second dart there for Leonard was a little bit tough because he loves his doubles on the center ring, and that was kind of a little bit of a blocker there for him.
Wow,
that's done.
Great standard. Both those ladies at a 4.57. The guys 6.0 and a 5.71 there. Incredible stuff. Here we go. Going on to our fourth leg here at the moment. We got a good one. Laine to get us going once again here. And she's been throwing some heaters on this start, and we might get another one. Oh, as we get a 6 there.
Sorry for the commotion.
I thought that was you, right? Because you got that dog in you. All right, that was enough. I believe that was definitively rough.
Yeah, anyway, that's how it goes. 2-1 lead for Cheyenne here. This Gates, it's a great 7 mark.
Think about how
I waited. Go ahead.
I was going to see how long we were going to get quiet after that. I was just going to say, I mean, think about how grueling it was to try to break the throw there, right? I mean, Cheyenne and Ram, I mean, had to fight for what was almost a full 20-round game, it felt like. That has to be exhausting, knowing that you have to win 9 games in total tonight and you need as many breaks as possible.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got to continue to hold, and that's the nature of the beast here. But I mean, the essential mark is you're looking at break, trying to at least be ahead. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be behind.
I agree. I wouldn't want to be behind, especially against these opponents here. I'll be honest. I am happy to admit I cannot hold a candle to any of these 4 at the moment. I mean, even these ladies right now, they're throwing incredible darts, or I would be scared going against them right now, let alone being behind against them.
Things got a little pressure behind her here. Just a little bit of pressure will do some crazy things. She keeps it in the single bed, but Cheyenne an opportunity to storm out ahead.
Yeah, and that's a shot where Cheyenne's going to stay there every single time. First start trip does not get that point lead. Wanted to get an opportunity to grab these numbers, but unfortunately just couldn't quite cover that spread. Leonard Gates here wants to try to maintain this control that they have right now, but it's definitely not a strong turn as what you would typically expect there. This could be a moment for Ram and them to try to regain some ground, maybe grab the high ground away from the Lyzak-led team. Well, is there like baseball or something going on? Is there like some other sport going on right now?
Nope, I don't believe so.
Well,
I mean, there's some baseball stuff going on, of course, but
Charles said hello to the great announcers, and I just assumed he must have been like watching something else.
Exactly. Charles crazy talk. Great announcers. What? Who?
What do you mean? Sean Green couldn't make it.
Yeah. Once again, appreciate everybody joining us here. Like and comment if you have not. Enter into your opportunity to win a Luke Littler K-Flex Flight raffle brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. Boy, I butchered my way around that one, but we still made it work.
You know what? That's why these aren't pre-recorded. It's because I like listening to his struggle bus through them.
I did give it a little. When we heard Sean was going to be out tonight, I did holler at him and say, "Hey, so you want to pre-record these ad reads for us so we could just get through them tonight?" I wanted the real quickies from him, and then we could like record it and then speed it up a couple times just to help out.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll just like put it like all subtitled, and it's just like a little text on the side of the screen, and we just continue to go on with the match.
Laine and Leonard We're looking promising for this one, but there's a big trip 15, a good 7 mark for Cheyenne Riches to get him out by a subtle lead.
You expect Gates, though, is going to close immediately over there. He only needed a single 20 to regain at that point lead. Does do the bare minimum there, which leaves an interesting shot for Ram. He could really pressure this, right? If I'm him, if I grab a double bowl in my first start, I'm closing both numbers, or trying to at least. He does take the shot after the single bull there, but doesn't collect. So Laine can just grab these bulls right away. Might grab an extra 20 here. Yeah, gonna start there. Might as well play it safe and tee up a little bit here. Don't want to accidentally leave a game shot for the opponent if it can be avoided.
Agreed. Go ahead and distance yourself here. I mean, Cheyenne's throwing a 5-2 right now.
Woo. Yeah, and I believe Ram's throwing a 2-8 in this leg. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. But Leonard gets what he needs to out of it, and 2-2. We go into our 5th leg. We'll have the advantage going into our break.
If you're going to have an off leg, do it against the throw, right? That's the time to do it. That's what you're going to be thinking if you're Ram there. And Cheyenne, she's going to be thinking, I'm the top average on the board right now. I'm feeling pretty good. She's over there. She's dancing. She's listening to Spice Girls right now. She's having a great time.
I was thinking about Cheyenne. She's known to kind of do a little shuffle behind the Aki there.
Do you see Daryl Cortez making a slate at the shuffle back there? He's dancing too.
Why not? Everybody's going to be dancing here if they win this match.
Oh, that's funny stuff.
Nothing wrong with it. I mean, Leonard's known to do that as well. If he's got a little music in the background, he'll be jamming. Depends on what kind of music.
I mean, listen, Leonard Gates makes me look like a bad dancer because he's got some moves, let me tell you.
Yeah, and you certainly do not. You do, no. You couldn't find a beat if it punched you in the face.
Well, I thought I in fact had the moves like Jagger. Was I mistaken?
Yeah, you were mistaken. You look like a kindergartner asked to break dance. Well, there's a 9 from Gates. Gosh, it was terrible.
Well, you're not wrong.
Folks, I'm going to get this on film next time I see Nick. I'm just going to say, all right, break it down for me, Nick. And I'm not going to do anything to the video. No edits, and it's going to be way off beat.
0 edits. It will be the original video.
Oh, my God. Why are you doing this to me?
Doing what? Being a co-commentator?
You're pressuring me into a Donald Trump. That's not cool. All right, well, back to this match here. Ram Guevara and Cheyenne looking to put some pressure on these 20s. And yes, he does. A big clutch 9 mark for Ram. Can't get any better than that.
Yeah, this is definitely shaping up so far to be the match that we've all correctly anticipated was going to be good, right? I mean, there's a lot to play for here just between the subtext. Cheyenne and Laine play each other in so many finals across the entire year. They are familiar in the sense of their opponents, and on top of the fellas also having that same familiarity. This is going to feel like going down to a local Houston tournament and watching a very tough mixed doubles final.
Wasn't happy with herself there. She left the door open, especially on Ram's favorite number. He'll stay right there and get a 4 mark.
Yeah,
I didn't figure he'd move, especially on the 17s.
Yeah, if he trips the first one, he'll run, right? But if not, he's going to stay down there and just get that solidified win. I mean, everyone knows it's so important to hold the throw when you can at all times. And right now, Cheyenne, because of the break, they're favored. Lines up here, does start upstairs before taking the swing. Now over to the 15s. And you can see that transition on that last dart. She was so quick to throw it in the other hand after getting a dead center trip 16. And you almost wish if she slowed it down just a tad bit more in that last dart, I think it goes in almost every single time.
No matter what, they've done enough to give them a good advantage here. They have 2 houses to work on and a little bit of a point lead. So Ram will look at the 15s early, close the door. He'll go for the win.
Tease it up kindly, wraps a bow on it for Cheyenne to unwrap on her next visit here, barring Leonard Gates hitting 5 or more bulls.
He very well could, especially with the placement of that first dart.
I will say, when I saw that first dart, I was like, uh-oh, I might have just done some jinxing.
That's the thing. I mean, guys, marker darts is so crucial.
Okay, I'm sorry. That was just a very confusing shot selection there from Cheyenne. I was wondering if I was reading something wrong there, but she decides to just go for it on the third dart. Very interesting. Sorry to cut you off there.
3-2 scoreline. No, you're good. You're good. Folks, marker darts is so crucial. If you do not know what marker darts is, you need to learn a few things. So depending on where you place a dart, it can really be harmful for your next shot or really helpful depending on your angle, your trajectory, how you prefer your dart, where you stand on the hockey, etc. So for Leonard, if he's on the high side of that double bed, it's very difficult for him to get under it. So that chances are slim to none that he's going to hit it. Now, if he finds himself on the bottom side, he's pretty likely to use it as a marker and just float it right on top and into the double as well. So that's what I mean by that.
Well, can I make an honest request here?
Yeah.
I want you to make a video showing marker darts and get the John Madden teleprompter. And I want you drawing the lines there and everything. Cause I just watched a bunch of clips of him describing Thanksgiving and circling random things and stuff like that. And all his greatest teleprompter moments. And I want you to do that, but with using marker darts.
Can
you do that?
Did you just realize John Madden and how crucial he was to football back in the day?
Yeah, I thought he was just a video game programmer, honestly. I'm just kidding.
Fun fact, did you know John Madden was never rode on airplanes?
Really? Actually, I did hear that once before, but honestly, with how Spirit flights feel nowadays, I don't blame him.
He bought a bus and toured around the country with that. That's how he did things.
I want to see how the bus got to the London game.
Takes a ship. Why not? All right. Gates and Laine trying to make this 3-3 here.
Why the Bulls there from Gates?
Sometimes he goes early. Sometimes he just does that. He tries to make a statement early saying, hey, I've got this leg, and kind of makes you think about it. And plus, he knows, here's what it leaves Laine. If Laine can take out, a 5 mark here, it gives him match-winning darts, or leg-winning darts. Sorry. Match-winning darts. Get out of here.
No, but I do follow what you're saying there. And it is so hard if your opponents close the Bulls well before you actually get to the point where the Bulls are typically played in a cricket game, where it can make it really tricky because you're not used to calculating the fact that when you're going for those 15-16s, you normally assume, okay, I have the Bulls to fall back on. Not the case when you're playing Gates. He's very keen on taking it early, like you said there, Will.
Definitely so. And collects on a good one there. Dason Albert's joining us. What's going on, Dason?
Where's he joining us from?
Sooner or later. He's from North Dakota. Sooner or later, he'll be joining us on this Partners Promoting Darts front.
Yeah, it's about time. He should start flying over to these ladies' house and come playing some of the WCS matches or something. I'm just worried for TOC if he actually ever does go for the dress code for him. I've never seen him not in slides and basketball shorts.
I know his mom's been getting in the mix on some DRTs and stuff. I did see that. So come on, Dason, join us, buddy.
Looks
just
like
getting back involved in the game again. So
Leonard here does have just a 6 mark for the win. Gonna regroup after the drop dart here. Is just gonna stay for one close. Doesn't get the second number, so an outside chance for Guevara, right? But it's a very hard shot. You have to not only get the point lead on this turn, but you have to expand out enough to leave your partner Cheyenne the opportunity to grab the 20s and bulls. That will help, though.
that's a 7 that will help. You are right there.
Thanks, Will.
No problem, bud. A little pat on the back every now and then will help. But here we go. She just stays right there for more points, and maybe thought she would take a shot there. She didn't.
I'm okay with that shot every single time.
She makes a smart decision there to try to guarantee a chance at this again, and that's what she does.
Well, if forced Cheyenne, with the amount of points scored, if forced Cheyenne to have to hit a 7 or more there on the 15s, and instead just leaves Gates a 3 mark, yeah, I'll take that trade-off every time, and does get it there.
Gates only throws a 3.86. Laine a 4.0 there. We love to see that, as Laine the higher numbers on the board, and that's frequently a thing that happens, and we do get some complaints about the format. We understand it, but this is what it brings you. Sometimes the ladies are just the better performers, and we've seen that multiple times tonight with Laine and Cheyenne. But we're 3-3 going into our last leg before the break. Who's going to take the advantage? And folks, July is here, and so is the new Dart of the Month. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery Label darts and all other Cosmo Discovery Label darts. Plus, you'll get a free Cosmo swag bag with every purchase. The new Target launch is now available as well. Shop A to Z Darts website for more. Make sure to also check out the Win More USA Darts player launch, Fit Flight Cheeks series. Ooh, haven't heard about that one. Cheeks, sweet cheeks. Oh my! Let me check that one. And then Mark McFadden.
Don't tell him my
new
nickname.
Darts barrels. Oh, that is your new nickname, buddy. Go check it out. A to Z darts.com.
And of course, if you guys always notice, and we never really talk about it out loud as this game is going by blazing quick. If you ever notice in the chat, that little link to the goazdarts.com, that's where you'll link straight to the Dart of the Months that we usually talk about. But from there, you'll also be able to go right to A to Z's website and be able to browse all their different selections. Let me tell you, there's a lot to browse on there.
Laine with a big last dart there. But Ram does have his favorite number, those 17s. Usually comes up with a guaranteed triple every time. Not this time. It's a neighboring triple, and that's a door opener for Gates.
A door opener.
Throw
it
here.
kicked down the door. That's a massive shot setup. And look at this. He's going to get the look. Oh,
he wants to go for it.
Yeah, I think he just broke his own rhythm there a little bit, but a massive momentum swing in this. And, you know, you said at the beginning you accidentally jinxed Cheyenne with the ladies throwing good comment, and then you jinxed Ram with the 17's his favorite number comment there. What's going on? Is this like a paid commentator's curse bribe?
Exactly what it is.
Laine doesn't secure a triple there, so 53 or 63 points is the separation. We'll see if Ram gets a swing. He would have to hit at least the 4 mark before taking the look if he wanted to. He does.
Yeah, big 9 there. Big 9 indeed. We're just limited to the 16s. He'll have to stay.
Yeah, I mean, And it's a beautiful shot from him. Not only does it secure the point lead and close their number, but the only shot Leonard Gates could have hit that would actually punish back would be trip 16, trip 16, trip 17. Instead, that didn't happen. Cheyenne's able to go ahead and tee up again, right? Re-up the points, puts the pressure on Laine. Laine here, unlike what we saw in the previous match that we saw in the stream from her, will not crack as often as she did in the last one. She will tell you she was not happy with the performance. She was feeling the nerves under the lights last time. And I'm happy to say I haven't seen that from either of these girls tonight. They really have been playing solid.
Well, Leonard, what do you got for us here?
Just a 4 mark there, 2-point separation. Expect Cheyenne here. I honestly would prefer her to start at the 15s. If you first start a trip, you're playing with house money. That's what she does. Wow, finds the 16s.
Oh. Another great 7 from Cheyenne, a clutch 7.
All but guaranteeing their lead going into the break here, which is ever so important. Just knowing that you get to rest here, get a moment to stretch the legs, and come right back to the action with a little bit of advantage in your favor. That's going to be doing a lot of favors here for the team from the stadium. What a shot! There you have it. That's a disgusting shot from Guevara. Wow.
Yeah, Ram gets the lead as they go into break. Cheyenne Richards 4, Laine Lyzak 3 here as we head into some interviews. Folks, don't go anywhere. These two wonderful ladies have something to say and maybe a special guest joining in the mix. You never know. You never know. Stay tuned, folks. William Stewart, Nick Teixeira will be right back with more action and the conclusion of our match here momentarily.
Guys better not go anywhere. I swear to God.
My name is Cheyenne Richards. I play out of this stadium, and I play for Star City Amusement.
Well, welcome back to the Women's Choice Challenger Series. Cheyenne Richards, last season's finalist. And of course, that's the last time we saw you play on the stream. Can you talk to us a little bit about that finals match?
It's always hard. Chris and Danny are an amazing team, so it was a little rough. But I'm back, and hopefully I get to attempt that again.
Yeah, and this season you've been playing with Ram again. What makes your partnership work so well?
He's so calm and relaxed, and he just enjoys the game, and so we just click because I'm a whole ball of energy as it is. So he just lets me do my little thing over there, and whenever I get stressed, he's very good about, hey, we got this, like we've got it. And so we've played together now a few events, and it works.
Yeah, and it works well, and indeed, as you're in the 4th place match, and this match has been framed as the battle of the Texans a little bit here. What are your thoughts on that? Is there some state pride on the line?
No, not really. Laine and I have a lot of respect for each other. We play for 1st and 2nd continuously all the time. Like, this is for us, this is normal. Like, this is usually how it goes. So there's no, like, I don't know, like, number 1 thing, because it's always, like, Laine and I are always battling it out.
And then tonight you do face Laine, as we just talked about there. Can you talk to us about your game plan to get out on top here and try to get yourself to that 3rd place position?
Really just trying to play smart. I just got to calm down and throw the right darts, like not take the risks that I sometimes take and act dumb. And so that's just the plan I got to stick with.
And then what are your thoughts on this being a quote unquote mixed doubles event?
I mean, I personally don't mind it, but it doesn't really help women's darts because of that. I don't know, because you have a man in there too, so it's not just like women versus women. But I like the event itself, but I think that there should be a women's only as well.
And then is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Just thanks for supporting me, guys. I know it's been a long time since you've seen me, so thanks for sticking it out.
Well, it's always a good time when Cheyenne Richards shows up to our live streams, and we're excited for what should be a fantastic match, the Battle of the Texans. And Cheyenne, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
I'm Cheyenne Richards, and you're watching the Women's Choice Challenger Series.
Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash, brand new signature darts as a part of the US player launch. I'll be doing an in-depth review of his debut soft tip barrels following his recent signing with Winmore. Now, Maloney went for a design that captures his style and personality quite well. That Hulk Smash theme is just bursting through with this electric green color. Then we went with more of a natural silver in the rear to kind of help with that deep purple color to pop. Got a rock a backwards hat in true Maloney fashion, and you can tell right away I clearly don't know how to wear a hat because I'm a loser.
I'm Laine Lyzak. I'm playing out of Lone Star Ice House, and I play for Star City Amusements.
Well, Laine Lyzak, welcome back to the Women's Choice Challenger Series. It's a pleasure to have you back on our show for the second time this season. Last time we saw you was a tough matchup against Chrissy Grimble's team. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, it was a really tough matchup. I tried my best. I fought as hard as I could that night, and some of my darts were there and some of them weren't. And Chrissy just lit it up. Danny did so well. Soldier played great for me. I wish I could have given him my best that night, but it just didn't happen for me. Hopefully that's not the case tonight, but we'll see what happens with the darts.
Well, right now you're in the top 4 of the WCS for season 2, and that's a great spot to be in a very tough field. But how do you feel about that run, and where do you see your run continuing to go?
I'm ecstatic that I've made it this far. It's been great. It's been really tough. These ladies are fantastic dart players. Even just last week, I went all the way to 6-6, and it was a battle the entire way. So to even say I'm in the final 4 is amazing, and I am so proud of myself to even be here. But as far as tonight, I'm ready. I'm ready to see what happens. Me and Cheyenne, we've played each other back and forth for the last 2 years now, and it's always a battle. It's always a good match. And we both always want to end up on top, but somebody's got to, and hopefully tonight it's me.
And this is being framed a little bit as the battle for Texas, right, between you two ladies. Any thoughts on that? Do you think state pride comes into play tonight?
It might, just a little bit, only because of how many people have said it. I never looked at it that way until all the comments started rolling in, and then I was like, okay, if this is what the people think, I'm here for it, and one more thing to potentially win.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yes, to my friends and family watching, I love you so much, and thank you for all of your support. I do want to give a huge shout out to Star City Amusements and Rick's Darts and Games, my 2 biggest sponsors along with Shot, and they've been watching me this whole time, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Alrighty, well, we're excited to have you back on our show again for what should be a phenomenal matchup. The winner gets Texas, and also it should be a lot on the line as well. And Laine, all we can do is wish you nothing but the best of luck with your match.
I'm Laine Lyzak, and you're watching the Women's Choice Challenger Series.
Back here for the conclusion of our matchup. How about Cheyenne Richards and Laine Lyzak? And a ultimate throwdown here. 4-3 advantage for Cheyenne as we itch on ahead in this one. As Russ Lyzak says, watching from Sri Lanka. Pops is watching from Sri Lanka. How about that? I love it.
What country is Sri Lanka? And
that's its own country.
It was a test. You passed.
You're welcome. Look on the map and find it because I couldn't tell you where exactly it is.
Oh boy, I'm excited to get back into this one here, buddy. I mean, we were spoiled with that first half of just being really nice, tight knit, good pace match, and really the best part about it, and is that there wasn't really a blowout leg. Everyone was performing well all around. Every leg was competitive. That's what you want to see in a match like this, to get into the third place, to get to the podium, right? This is the level of play that is required.
Danny Baggage joining us. He says, for God's sake, just let me commentate. Bro, I heard you were golfing tonight. That's what I heard. I heard you were trying to become a PGA superstar. That's the next check mark on the list for you.
I could tell you I've seen his swing. He's not in the running. Like it is. Darts does not translate, by the way. Fun fact.
Russ lets us know it's an island off of India. They are a big cricket country. I do know that.
The sport or the dart sport?
The wickets sport. That version.
There you go.
Cheyenne not fully content on that one, as Leonard will step in, looking for a shot at closing these 17s, I imagine.
Guys, I would like to inform you, Danny Baggage just sent me a DM. He told me to stop lying. I've never seen him play golf.
Oliver says Germany is watching. It's a later evening there over in Europe. We appreciate you joining us. They are dart fanatics there in Germany, is what I'm finding out.
Yeah, it's like 5, 6 a.m. around there in Germany. So Guten Tag?
Not quite. Good try.
What time is it in Germany?
I guess you are. It's 4 a.m. Guess you're close.
Yeah, I was off by an hour to 2 hours.
Close.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
You're close. I was thinking UK's 3.
Right now, Lyzak's team looking strong, and this leg here, big opportunity for Gates with these last 2 darts. He tees up before going for the swing. I'm kind of surprised that normal. This was a singles matchup, I think Leonard Gates goes 1 dart at the 20, then 2 at the close, pretty often there. But because it's doubles, it changes shot selection, and I like that he was putting his partner's thoughts and preferences into consideration. And now they're actually having a conversation about it in the background.
Look, we got a Costa Rica tuning in as well. We're worldwide right now.
Yeah,
amazing.
Mr. Worldwide.
Paul Wall.
Yeah, I do appreciate all you guys seeing. The numbers have been fantastic tonight. These ladies deserve every bit of the support. The men, not so much. But we're excited to be bringing on this show for you. I do see a couple of kind faces in here. Reenie, great to see you. Danny, not you. Oliver, Terry, everyone else, thanks for tuning in.
And Nick, you totally didn't catch that slip up by me. I'm surprised.
Oh,
I thought music was your go-to.
I honestly was hyper focused on the next thing I was going to say and kind of just did the Will Stewart special and tuned you out.
I definitely said Paul Wall, which is a rapper, instead of Pitbull.
Did you really?
So,
I actually did not catch that.
Yeah, I definitely did.
I would have leaned into that one. I'm not going to lie.
Gates gets it as they tie us up 4-4 here. Steve Diker says, "Where's Sean? We buried him out back. Who cares?" All righty. Going
Sean
forward.
Green, more like Sean Grave, let me tell you. Cheyenne to get us going here, and her starts have been a little questionable at times. It's either been dang near perfect, like this one, or it's been 2 marks. And I don't think I've seen that same struggles from Laine.
You're correct. It's been about 50-50 on those starts for her.
50% of the time, it happens every time.
Did you really have to take advantage of those starts when you get them? And they can be critical. And just like I've explained, in every shot's a big shot, but you can really make do on the 16s, 15s, but the opener is where you can really hammer down and just guarantee you're getting a leg, or semi-guarantee you're getting a leg.
I guess it's time we address it. Yes, guys, I did win the 4-0 singles DRT the other night. I know. Thank you, everyone.
There was 3 people in the bracket, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. How many people were actually in the bracket, bud? 4?
14 out of 16. By the way, there was only 2 buys. I'll have you know. I will say,
not bad.
I'm very frustrated about it. Not because I didn't have a good time. I had a great time. The great matches, nice opponents, all that is great. What I kind of complain about is I put some really heartfelt, well-written posts, some high-effort stuff I posted. Me sharing a picture of me winning a DRT is not my most liked post on my page, and I'm actually kind of annoyed about that.
Well, you're a decent shot. Sooner or later, you'll beat old Will here. Moving on, Ram and Cheyenne. Going after these 20s. Will he take a shot at the close? He did there with the second. I was wondering if he'd go with the third as well, but no, goes back to the 20s, makes that smart move.
Gates looking for perfection on this turn. Needed to hit 2 trips on the 18 to get a shot at the 20s with the point lead. Does still take the swing and doesn't collect. And that's one of those shots that if you hit it, it can keep you alive in an interesting way. But Cheyenne here has a golden opportunity to really make this one hurt. Good recovery in the last, but definitely did not punish in the way in which she intended. But does get out of range for Laine to get to the point lead after 6. So she will just have to try to set up Gates here. That's a good first start to do so. Can try to work off it.
Big close to start us off. Down to his favorite. Closes with a single bull. Good 6.
Yeah, grabs that bull there, like you said, and it sets up the shot, right? Trip 16, trip 15, a single bull is now the look. Gates would have needed a 7 to prevent that from being a shot. So Cheyenne has been leaning towards conservative play, though. I wouldn't be surprised if she does a first start at point. Or she goes for the 15s. Interesting route decision, but now is going to go back up. She's definitely been a little bit more cautious than normal. And that's what you kind of got from her interview. She said that she wasn't going to take as many big risks, right? She said that she was going to try to be a little bit more calculated and be a little bit more tactful, lean into the partner play, I should say.
Laine breaking it down here for a minute. He was grooving for a second.
If you guys have any guesses of what songs you're listening to, let us know in the comments. Ram's going to try to clean this one up. See there, another interesting stake, because you have the bull in the back pocket, 15s open for grabs, and you have 20s versus 16s. I understand defending the territory, but it's almost giving Lyzak and Gates chances to figure out what they want to do and kind of get their form a little bit more settled in for when they do have the throw. I think it's a big risk.
Big risk, but Gates only grabs 6, so Cheyenne, she normally will take a shot at the points first. If she hits a triple, she will take a look. We'll see.
Yeah, and needed at least a single on that last start there to make sure that one trip did not get the point lead, because that would have been worst case scenario there. And look at that. Ram switching back to a more aggressive strategy there instead of going for the tee up on the points, starting on the close there. Grabs the 16, and after missing the 15, then decides to pivot. I think that's an excellent shot there. It just pushes the can down the road a little bit. Gates did not find the 9 either, but he definitely wanted it.
All right, Cheyenne, what do you got for us?
I believe she has 3 darts, and she's going to throw them.
I was wondering if she'd take her chances, and she can't believe it. She's neighboring everything.
Yeah, definitely frustrating moments here. Great last start though, and that's it. The other two doesn't really matter there because she got that last start because she was able to get resettled. You can see Chrissy Davis immediately runs up to her, kind of gives her those words of affirmation, tries to make sure, hey, listen, you got this, girl. As someone that's a close mentor in her life, I'm sure that definitely helps keep you centered.
The stadium is probably packed there with people. We can see that they're playing some leagues or DRTs on the board next to them, but there's a significant amount of people in the background watching on. But legs 8 and 9, two big legs usually in the matchup. They do get split. We continue on 5-4 here in our fourth place matchup. Just a reminder, we do have a raffle once again. Like and comment to be entered in. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a set of Luke Littler K-Flex flights. Those are new, brought to you by Target Darts. Of course, our sponsor tonight, AtoZDarts.com. Laine with a big round incoming.
And her opening really has been her biggest highlight. Laine started off this match with a 9 mark. She started off 2 of these other legs with 6 marks. I mean, her first round while going first really has been incredulous.
Nick pulling out his big boy words here.
That one's a made up word.
Next, he's going to be trying to become a doctor as we get another white horse from Leonard Gates, his 5th on the season.
These are the legs that Leonard likes, right? I mean, they're 4 numbers up. They have that early jump. He likes having those power positions. As Ram goes ahead and fires one right back, he likes those spots to be in. He likes the high octane momentum where he's really in control of you. And these are the situations where he shines bright.
Continue it on, ladies. Oh, I was hoping for 999. Instead, it's 996, and that's quite all right.
I get it. Our German audience is here. You don't have to go that heavy on the 9s.
Oh my gosh, Nick.
Will Wallace with a great question in chat saying, do we know how many weeks we have left? Yeah, we actually do. Next week will be the 3rd place match. And then following that will be the start of the finals as Leonard Gates continues on with another 9 mark there. Meaning at most after tonight, we will have 3 shows left, potentially as little as 2, depending on the finals there, if it goes the distance or not.
Yeah, so just make sure to tune in and find out, but it's looking like August 5th or August 12th will be our last WCS for the season, but then we start right back up with the August 19th CSC Challenger Series.
Hey, well, you remember when we used to have breaks between seasons?
Yep, non-existent anymore, as we're going to continue on and bring you the action here, folks, with Partners Promoting Darts. You just got to love it. There's so much action in this program. You need to get involved. dartstoc.com. Just get involved in a league or 2, and then sure enough, if you have the averages, you'll be on this roster and playing with the big boys and girls yourself. Or maybe you don't fancy that. Maybe you just want to be fine with Division 30. That's okay too. Come get involved in our star trips, the PPD Nationals, and hey, you can be a part of $10,000 with those programs. Why
How
not?
much?
$10,000.
What?
You could win all of that, actually, and then some. Because then, if you win first, you get your prize money too. What?
That's awesome.
How about
As
that?
Lyzak takes it there. 4.75, backing up Gates 6.675, and then 4.33 and a 5.33. Incredible standard.
I'm telling you, this is going the distance, folks. We're going 8-8. We're going to see an ultimate shootout between the two ladies. What do you think? Let's hear it in the chat. Is this going the distance?
Are
we going for speed?
Yes. We're going for speed.
This has been fairly decently quick.
It feels like it's faster than it actually is, right? I kind of was thinking the
Yep.
same thing. I was like, man, they're playing really fast tonight. But no, I think every game has just been such high quality, and not to like
Yeah,
put
it
a
is it.
detriment, but like it's easier when every game is so close. Sometimes you'll see these things where you'll see a three leg stretch back and forth, and it kind of goes by a little bit slower there. Every match every leg has been so entertaining.
I think that's it. You haven't seen really some clean sweeps of legs, which really can push things forward. So I think that's why it just feels like it's going faster than it really is. We're seeing these duels that really make it interesting and just high class darts.
I saw a comment here, and I do want to address this one from Xavier Rodriguez saying, kind of wish PPD did something for maybe like mid-level stream matchups too. I know a few people that'd be great to watch, and let me say this, and because honestly, it's of course we're always looking for what to stream next, what to do next. We do have all-star triples and at nationals that, of course, we try to show a wide range and typically get less of the high levels and more of the mid to the lower averaged levels there. If you guys want to see some of those matchups, that's where you can tune in. And if you're like, you know what, that's not what I want. I don't want to watch some triples. I don't want to watch some doubles. Well, how about this? 4 qualifier streams starting this Saturday, going on every Saturday until August 17th there. To play in a qualifier, if you have a voucher from your vendor or from PPD, you just have to be a 2-5 and a 25. So we're going to see some of these top echelon players, but we're also going to see a range of these mid-average players, the journeymen of darts. So if that's what you want to see, tune in every Saturday for the next 4 Saturdays starting this Saturday.
There you go. Cheyenne will step in with the advantage on houses. Go into the 16s. She closes, going over the 15s now. What time we starting the stream this week in there, Nick? Kevin was asking.
An hour after the event start time, which is
2:30. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I was
Alrighty,
it's like,
sounds
man, I should probably know that, huh? That's crazy.
I guess I that was just a guess. I know that normally they do the 1:30 start. So there's a big triple. He'll go for the win.
If you guys ever are curious with nationals, all-star triples, anything that's not the CSC that has a set start time, usually we start about an hour into the bracket is usually what we try to go for those remote streams, just in case, barring, server crashing and everything else, making sure everything's good. That's usually our philosophy there. And plus it gets us right before the king seat match usually starts. Well, interesting moments here. 4 numbers is the separation. So Laine, if she hits all 3, you don't expect Ram to miss, but you can force an error. Only grabs 1 there, so he expects Guevara to take this one and get the lead back to make it 6-5.
Should go ahead and get this done. Does so. That's our first extension. Oh, nope, sorry. I thought I said 6-5. It's 5-5, Will. Just get those old eyes working and that memory going. There you go. All righty. Getting older as every day goes by. 6-5 as we continue on with the trend of win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1.
Yeah, and right now, what has proven to be the most important thing that's happened in this match is that first break from Cheyenne's team, right? Going up 2-1 early on there means that if anything, they'll get that match point advantage first before that. So you won't have to have those beady darts that can get when you get so close to that finish line, when you're down 8-7 and you need to win to get the tiebreaker. It's a hard fought position. And right now they don't have to worry about that. And it's going to take a lot for Laine and Gates there to try to overcome it.
Alvin joining us, part of the NDA board. Big shout out to him.
Oh, Ram, big opportunity.
Beautiful.
Imagine if that last one goes. That's an incredible shot.
Hey, well, while we're discussing here, big shout out to Mr. Luke Humphreys pulling off another one. Dude, how about the trend he is on?
Yeah, it was hard to not look at him as a potential favorite. And I believe we've had a different winner in the match play for the last 9 years now. I don't think there's been a repeat, something like that. And he is just adding on to what has been an incredible year that almost at times gets overshadowed by how Luke Littler started it. But Luke Humphreys has continued to do. I mean, really, it is such good stuff to see him win in that. And of course, a part of me wanted to see MVG return to that, 2014, 2015, 2016 form that he was kind of on. And he played great. It was just, it wasn't going to go that direction. Good on Humphreys.
I still got to the finals, and that's a good place to be. Kind of retain some prize money and adds to the Order of Merit pool. So good for MVG. But yeah, exciting stuff there, but just crazy year for Luke Humphreys. Well, Cheyenne, what do you got for us here on the 17s? She comes up with the 4 mark.
Yeah, with 200 point separation going into Cheyenne's throw there, I mean, right now that the team from Lone Star Ice House has been basically making sure, hey, you're not going to get anywhere near us on the point scoring at the moment. They're really defending those 20s aggressively.
Yeah, they really are. We get them in the chat. This is going to a last leg. Gosh, we hope so. This is just entertainment tonight in our 4th place match.
They're in here asking, for the TOC qualifiers, are the brackets broken up like nationals by the same type of averages? Nope. It is purely just anybody that has a voucher signs up. That's why you have 4 different dates to choose from. And depending on how you finish that tournament determines which finale you get placed into. So the better you do, the higher finale you get placed into, which also means the more money you get to play for.
Look at her go after these 16s, trying to add some points to the party. And there's a 9 for Cheyenne Richards.
And not the first time tonight. In fact, I believe it's the 3rd time tonight where we've seen her kind of significantly average more than her partner Ram here. And really kind of dictating the direction for her team. And these legs where they're kind of almost down and out, she is almost single-handedly kind of keeping them in the mix here. And I mean, that's a great sign for your team. And you can see they're calling for the shot up top at the back, but they just go ahead and stay in back-to-back 9s. Now they're actually back in the mix. This is incredible.
Here we go.
14-9 marks, Will.
I absolutely love it, and I hope you all do as well. That is somewhat of a door opener right there. Can Cheyenne take advantage here? She's been going after these 16s. 2 triples will do fine. Okay.
I'm honestly surprised she didn't grab the single 20 there, but interesting shot now for Gates as he just needs a 9. I say just a 9, but he might just get it. Does get it.
For the win.
Wow.
7-0-3-6 fights off a 5-5 and a 6-0.
That is certainly a very stylish defensive throw to make it 6-all here.
And it's just a tie, but that's almost a deflation for Ram and Cheyenne. But look at what do I have to know? She opens up with a 7 mark. I just figured after those big roars of approval, maybe she'd have a little bit of adrenaline dump, especially after losing the leg, but nope.
She heard us talking about her 50-50 starts, and she's like, never again.
Never, ever.
Never, ever. And she is fired up. And let me tell you, Cheyenne's always been one to wear her emotions on her sleeve, but right now she's showing all the positive ones. She's feeling confident. Everything about her is yelling swagger at the moment, and that's what you need to have in moments like these. Rennie Kessler saying, just feels different without the boom from Sean. You know what? It's okay. I like Shea Cole more than you.
We'll give you one. We'll give you one, guys. See, now you're adapting to it because he's done it every time. And gosh,
Everyone says they hate the boom, but as soon as it's gone, everyone's like, "Well, where's the boom?"
I got you. I got you.
Oh, you got one loaded up in there.
Next one's loaded up. I got it cocked, locked, and loaded here. Alrighty. Well, 180 points to 72 points. Let's see if Ram goes after his honeypot number. I figured he might go down for the 17s there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chrissy Grimm was just tuning in saying, no, I'm good.
I think we all are. Every once in a while. I mean, he's got it going for him though. It's crazy how far this is all come here. We remember our first season of the CSC, and I think it's just the adaptation of the online game, and everybody seems to be playing it now. The remote game has become more prevalent in the USA today. So I think that it's rightfully so that this is now where is at.
Yeah, it shows the health of the game. It also shows, of course, the just growing dart community. And on top of all that, some great direction led by PPD, and really what they've managed to do with their program post-COVID has been incredible, right? I mean, as someone that has been attending the TOC tournament since 2018 and 2019 as a player versus now working it, it's awesome to see. It's everything you would want and more. And I'm really excited to see where it will go in the future as well.
Yep, almost 700 folks joining us this evening. We appreciate you. Once again, like and comment to get in and into our raffle tonight. A set of Luke Littler K-Flex flights brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. So what we got for you.
Sounds like a pretty good deal. Go check them out.
Yep, and a reminder, if this is your first time watching, this is a race to 9 battle. We're getting into the nitty-gritty part of this matchup.
What are we getting into the nitty gritty?
Widowy. Gosh, you're terrible.
Oh, Ram here to try to clean up this leg, and another leg of which Cheyenne is currently out shooting him. She has really been bringing her not just A game, but really, especially post break, A++ game.
It's a common factor these days, and look at the ladies go. Look at the ladies go. 7-6 score line. 2 legs needed for Cheyenne and Ram to win the match and force a matchup versus Olivia Terry in that 3rd place matchup.
And of course, I mean, Cheyenne and Ram know that they have to focus on this match, but in the back of their mind, you know that they're also thinking, man, it would be nice to repeat, get back to the finals and try to get a repeat in, but this time going in their favor. And that's kind of what they want. That was the goal going into the season here. And Laine is honestly the one where she kind of doesn't have to have any expectation. She's the first year in the mix. And right now, if I'm her, I'm playing with house money. I'm feeling great right now, knowing that how tough this matchup's, and it's an enthralling place to be.
Big round here. Big round here, and he misses.
Early opportunities in this leg here. Oh, but Ram hands it right back over, and both of the men there very uncharacteristic. Wow.
Setting these ladies up. Goal as we get a little, what was that, a little hesitation there on the game screen?
It just
We'll
on
get that
the
figured out.
cameras there, it looks like from Laine's side. So we'll take a quick look at that in the background. Stay on Cheyenne here for a moment.
Yeah. Sorry for that freeze up, folks. Once again, we are dealing with some internet factors, of course. I, of course, am in Wichita, Kansas. Nick's in Orlando or Davenport, Florida. Whoop-de-doo, same thing. And then we got the Texans here. They're not too far apart. How many miles apart are these two bars? Does anyone know? I'm guessing 30 miles, maybe 40 miles. Let us know. Big round from Ram. This could be a big leg. Laine, only a 4 mark. That last dart could have been, well, was critical. If she would have been able to hammer in a big triple, it could have been the differential here. She still would have been down, but it would have added some pressure. And 1, 2, 3 will work for Cheyenne to close it out, as they are 2 numbers away from an 8-6 score line here. There we go. Look at that from Nick DeShera as he's able to get everything working again.
Guys, that one was a little scary, not gonna lie. I'm happy those cameras got back up and running there because we want to be able to see this in full. But as you were just saying, Will, this is a huge moment to go up 8-6 in a match that's been going leg after leg back and forth. This is certainly what everything right now that Cheyenne would want.
Well, Cheyenne, to grab that advantage, 3 bowls needed. And to be our first 2-leg differential. She gets it.
Whoa.
What a big leg. What a massive leg.
That is incredible stuff there, and beautiful performance from Cheyenne and Ram. And Laine and Leonard have no rope left. They will have to win out from here, but there's a team up for the task. This is the moment, this is the time to do so. And Will, there's something I want to tell you.
I forgot it.
Remember, the new dart of the month is here. Enjoy 10% off all Jeff Smith Discovery labeled darts and all other Cosmo Discovery labeled darts. Plus, you'll get a free Cosmo swag bag with every purchase. The new Target launch is now available to shop on A to Z Darts website. Make sure to also check out the Win More US Player Launch, Fit Flight Cheeks series, and Mark McFadden's new darts barrels. Lastly, make sure to check out their blog for Dax Munna's latest edition of dart tips to give you a competitive edge. Just head over to a-zdarts.com. That's a-zdarts.com for all your dart needs. And I almost had it until the end there.
Jennifer Lyzak lets us know, correction, 43 miles, the differential between these bars. And looks like I did not have that 9 mark locked and loaded. So boom goes the hairline for Sean Green. You're welcome. There you go. It's gone. Sean, I hope you love it.
It's crazy because he used to have a lot of hair too.
Get out of here. I got to stop it. He probably is so like, that's why he always wears hats around us and stuff. And I'm sorry, brother. But it's love. That's what it is.
Oh, clicks the wire, as we do love Sean Green, but that's enough about the men. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, what a hit that would have been. And Leonard Gates knows this is a moment you have to snap back into it right here, right now.
Yeah, and looks like he's going to. Yep, big 7 mark. 104 mark advantage.
And it's important.
104 point.
But that is important, right? Because a 2-trip 17s does not get the point lead there. Does decide to go for the close anyways with a 36-point differential. And now Laine and Leonard, you can see they had a little bit of a talk there. It's going to be depending on how she wants to approach this. I feel like you have to go for the 18 here. She goes for the 17, gets it though. And it clicks the wire. I thought it was going in. That looked perfect. Oh my goodness. Now Cheyenne can have the opportunity. If she hits at least 3, she's looking for 6. She's going to 16s.
Oh my.
They've been her number. She said, you can have the 18s. I don't want them anyways. But that's a big risk because now Leonard here on 1 dart can get the point lead. Does do so. That's the risk, right?
Round. What a round.
Oh,
this is fantastic.
This is exactly what we want to see, this back and forth style of gameplay. And I love Cheyenne's decision to go for the 16s with how well she's hitting them and how well she hit them. But Leonard Gates with his perfect timing there, and now Laine with an opportunity to get the advantage going into the bulls. This is so fascinating.
Three singles. Is it enough? Cheyenne needs 2 triples. There's one. She'll have to stay. She could have made the risky play there, but I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah, you have to do that stay there, right? Because right now you're leaving Leonard basically a 4 mark if with the stay, and he is going to get at least the 4. Makes it a 7.
Oh,
yeah, good stuff there.
What a nasty sneak in on that last dart there. Just creeping into the corner of the bed. Cashes it in on a triple. Forces Ram to the bulls.
Now, this is the leg that you had the advantage, right? And they're going to more than likely end up winning this leg. The problem is going to be the next leg. Can they do it against the throw? We haven't seen Laine Lyzak's team do a break yet. This would be the time they have to do it. And then if it gets that last leg decider, it's any girl's game.
Leonard gets the look here. Looks like the kiddo's home. Hold on.
If you guys did hear in the background a little da-da in the background there, that was not, in fact, Sean Green.
They just got back from a little family trip, so.
Laine with 1 bull. Oh, that's a nervy dart. Needs to settle. Does settle. Here we go. Oh, look at that. We got the kiddo hanging out with us here.
Oh. My wife sneakishly jumped. Nick about put us on air. My wife jumped behind my chair real quick. So I don't want to be seen.
I know better. Sorry, Hannah. I'll take the banana bread, please.
No, you're good. Bryson, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Hi, Bryson.
There you go. The one, the only Bryson Stewart joining us.
The future of North American darts right there.
Shoot. We'll see. All righty, big moment here for Laine. Every dart's a big moment from here on out. I mean, they got 1 leg and that's it.
Oh, what a collection.
Backs up against the wall.
Her starts have just been so good, and she punishes Cheyenne for having to do that bailout on the 19s there. Of course, it doesn't feel that bad because of how much Ram can just tap those 19s at will. But that being said, that's the start that you want to see if you're trying to break the throw here, if you're trying to get to that last leg decider.
I think we're all on the edge of our seat praying for one here. And so is the bar, as the Patreons are clapping along in approval.
And Cheyenne's been conservative all night. I don't expect her to take a look at these 20s. She needs to find a trip now. She decides to take a look because she felt blocked. Does get the close. A little bit of chess being played here. Laine's going to close right back. Oh, this is going to be a tight-knit game here. They're not going to let much separation happen. That last start doesn't get a number. Will Ram be able to punish here? He's looking for a minimum 5 mark. Realistically, he wants 6 or more. But Only a 4. This is it. Can Leonard Gates find that timing that he found the previous leg with that 9 mark to flip things around? Can he get the runaway here? First starts in the 18. Second one's there. Gets a 7.
Yeah, that's a great 7-2. 100-point advantage.
The audience is clamoring for a last leg decider. Their numbers are peaking right now as more and more people are tuning in to see what the heck is happening over here. As we just got an absolute bout going on. Cheyenne and Ram said, we don't want a last leg decider. I don't know what you guys are saying.
Oh, and that could be a major miss there from Laine, only coming up with 1. Chrissy's calling for it in the background. He's hoping for a big triple here, and she doesn't get it.
And that is just insane, right? I mean, his first start was in the middle of the 3, which for him is miles away. Gates said, I'm going to go ahead and continue with this heater right now. He doesn't need the relief pitcher. You almost feel like the team from the stadium having a little bit of a shoulda, coulda, woulda moment. And you can see Cheyenne, her 16's ever so reliable, going high and has to go to 15's. This is definitely going in the favor down Lone Star Ice House.
This is what pressure does to you. I mean, crucial misses at big times. We're seeing it firsthand.
Yeah, and
that's
I love this
big one.
I love that. I love that shot from Laine. That is exactly what you should do there, in my opinion.
I agree there. Just go ahead, add some points to this. Know that I need to guarantee this goes 8-8. I need to, because there's no other chances. There's no other chances, and you need to guarantee that you're having the advantage, and that's exactly what they did. Gates 40 points ahead. We'll go ahead, look to the 16s or 15s now, and then back up. Yep.
Yeah, and 112-point difference there. I mean, again, miles ahead at the moment. That's exactly what you want to be.
8-8. Come on, baby. Let's go.
You guys wanted it. It's going to happen. Here we go. These ladies have been playing phenomenal, and they said, you know what? You're right. We don't need these men. We're going to go ahead and just bring our best stuff. We're going to put up some incredible numbers, and that's what they've been doing. Anybody that says that there's a need to bring in these men here, there's a need to do this, to try to get representation for ladies, these ladies are saying right now, we don't need these men. We're going to do what we need to do, and they can worry about them own selves.
Them own selves. Oh my.
Yeah, own was originally a different word in that sentence.
Yeah, go ahead and tries his hand at the trip 15.
Oh, wow. Finding a 6 mark there. Good defense on these 15s to regain that point lead, but you expect this one to get tapped out, if not this turn, in the following. Laine's going to try to regain the point lead here. Does do so, finds that trip. She is considering the switch and blocks off the line. I like that. She had a little bit of a split mind there and is now fully recomposing. Will this dart go where she wants it? It will.
Big stuff here from Laine and Leonard. Guys, what more can you ask for?
A 17th leg.
Well, we're about to get it. As the men will step aside after this match winning or leg winning dart.
And you can see here, I wonder if he's giving her a little pep talk before they get into that singles portion here. I'm curious what they're discussing at this very moment.
That is kind of I'm wondering there. Exactly what was said from
Yeah.
Leonard. That is curious there that they did it at that moment.
Yeah, and you can see
Look
their
at look at
Laine.
Laine. Look at Laine.
She is.
Look at Laine.
Well, it is
Uh,
just the ladies, though. Will, it's just the ladies.
I love it. Here we go. Looking to capitalize after that first dart miss. It's a 66 on the board. So 3 singles will not work for Laine, and 2 singles and a 25 won't work either. Got to come up with a triple.
Needs to find any triple.
I would go down. I would go down there.
Yeah, I would not have stayed, and it does go in Cheyenne's favor. And guys, Cheyenne Richards, 3.6 average this season of the WCS. Laine Lyzak, 3.55. This is as close as you're going to get. This is going to be phenomenal, and it all comes down to this start right here. Cheyenne Richards, Laine Lyzak, blow it up, everybody. This is what we all wanted.
Definitely so. Loser will bow out in the 4th place position. Winner will advance into the 3rd place match. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, wow. The blonde swan swims it in there for a 7. Laine's been so good on her starts.
$500 the loser will take home here. 3rd place will take home $800. So there is the difference between 3rd and 4th. But it can get a lot better than 3rd. You can find yourself battling it out with Chrissy Grimmel for a title.
How
Right now,
back-to-back 7s.
She hammers it in, 160 score line, and you can't blame her for doing it.
I listen. Neither of these girls are trying to make friends. They played this final before, right? They played each other countless times in these ladies events. This is familiar territory, and Cheyenne knows who she's up against, and she's bringing everything she has.
7-7-6, just filthy, and we've seen it before in these last league deciders. It just brings out the best in one or both of our competitors.
Yeah, and right there, that last misstart there from Laine was the frustration of the moment. But she's not been given any edge. The Laine Lyzak we got tonight was more representative of the Laine Lyzak that we wouldn't to see the last time and what we will see again in the future. She is such a promising shot. And for those that haven't watched her before, her involvement with the PPD program, let me tell you, there is so much more between these two ladies. I mean, they've both been playing 11, 13 years apiece. So playing around the same amount of time. The women's darts in North America is looking better than ever, if you ask me.
That's a good 6. I was wishing it would be a 9. We'll see if Cheyenne takes advantage here and closes out. Subtle door opener. Subtle door opener.
Yeah, you can see Cheyenne's really just trying to make sure there's no chance of this gap getting closed here. And Laine is just trying to throw anything she has left in store to get herself out of the situation. And mind you, these girls are 3.6s basically. And right now they're both running well above the margins.
She would have loved that first dart back. I think if she would have collected that first dart, all 3 of those would have went in. And instead, she doesn't find it, and Cheyenne capitalizes with the 5 mark. This is looking promising for Cheyenne Richards here.
And I just got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, Laine, like I said, not only did she bring the performance of which we know that she was capable of tonight, but also just it's a cautionary tale for any woman that's going to be playing her in the PPD program, or any man or anybody playing her going forward. I'm excited to see more of Laine Lyzak, and of course Cheyenne Richards and Ram Gavari trying to continue their conquest to get back to that finals match. This has been what we wanted, right? This is everything this match was supposed to be.
Well, these are 2 ladies that, if if you haven't already, mark them down for events to watch out for, whether it be steel tip, soft tip, it doesn't matter. They play both. You can enjoy the action from these from both these ladies in whatever tournament you may be going to. They may wind up there, so keep your eyes on them. But right now, looking promising for Cheyenne as she's 3 bulls away from wrapping this up. Laine can only hope and pray for some misses to get her back into this one.
And she's throwing a 4.13 in this last leg decider, right? I mean, she is throwing some great darts too. And Cheyenne said, I'm going to make sure I have this point lead. I'll tell you what. Gets a double bull in the last third. Of course she does. Of course she does. And man, this is just phenomenal. This really was a great match. This probably, I would say, potential front runner for me for this season. This has just been some great to watch.
Is this our 3rd or 4th last leg decider?
3rd on the stream.
3rd on the stream. So that is great. And you can see both of them are holding up the hearts. There's a lot of love between those ladies, I can guarantee you. But this one's going to go to Cheyenne. Laine gives out a big roar that she knows, I just missed out. She will take 4th, but what a match there. Congrats to both these ladies. Thank you, gentlemen, from for Ram and Leonard for stepping in and helping out and putting on a good show as well. Well, what a matchup. What a matchup, Nick.
Yeah, that was everything it was supposed to be. And right now, Brandon Kessler, we saw him in the chat. I'm sure Olivia Terry wasn't far behind watching as well. Next week, that matchup, Cheyenne Richards, Ram Guevara. And, you know, of course, Olivia could play with another partner. She has played with the most individual partners this season. But I'm excited for it. Whoever she plays with, whether it be Shay, she goes back to South Carolina, she takes a plane, who knows, right? We're in for a good time. This WCS season's getting to the end here with the 3rd place and then the finals. Well, I mean, this has been a great season.
It definitely has, and we're looking forward to a few more matches. You definitely need to tune in next Monday. Olivia Terry will take on Cheyenne Richards. And then who will take on Chrissy Grimmel in the following week? You'll have to wait and find out, folks. 8 p.m. next Monday. We'll see you right here on USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts. Thanks for watching. William Stewart, Nick DeShera. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys.